Good afternoon. Let me hope we are ready for the class. Last time we looked at different output devices, looked at the different types or examples of display devices, looked at the monitors, where we looked at the cathode tube monitors, the LCD monitors or the crystal display monitors. We went ahead and looked at the projectors, the different types of printers. Now we are on another category type of output device known as the audio output. Audio output devices, these are components of a computer system that produce music, speech, and other forms of sound, such as the beeps. Common audio output devices include computer speakers. We have the PC internal speakers, the headphones and earphones. Yeah, these computers have computer speakers, those that are just connected to the system unit. These computers also have internal speakers, or what we call the PC speakers. That's why when you're using laptops or other computers, sometimes you don't need to connect a speaker on it, but you can easily use the internal speaker. We have headphones and earphones as another type of audio output. When you look at my screen, on my right-hand side, I have images of computer speakers. So computer speakers typically have tone and volume controls, allowing users to adjust settings. You can easily adjust those settings to boost the low bass sounds, surround sound speaker systems. They also include the woofer with 1 or 2 center speakers and 2 or more satellite speakers that are positioned so that sound emits from all directions. Here at school, we've been seeing those speakers. We've been using the public address system. At your homes, you have the woofers, all those small speakers. So some computer speakers use wireless technology. At times, you don't need to physically connect them to your computer with a cable, but these ones use wireless. They use a wireless technology. You can use Bluetooth to connect them to your computer or any gadget you're using. We have the PC internal speakers, the speakers that are inside our computer systems. So most personal computers have a small internal speakers that are basically output beeps and low quality sound. That's why when we connect projectors on our laptops, the sound is always low. So they tend to produce low quality sound. These speakers are found within inside the system. When you look at my screen, I'm displaying the pictures of these speakers. These are the speakers that are found inside your personal computer, or what we call the PC computers. We have earphones. So in a crowded computer laboratory environment, speakers might not be applicable. If the place is crowded, there is no way you could connect those speakers to those computers because they occupy space. So instead, user can plug headphones or earphones in a port on the sound card. So these ports where you're supposed to connect the earphones and the headsets, that port is called the sound card on your computer, or on the front system of the system unit for those using desktop computers. So with the headphone or earphone, only the individual wearing the headset hears the sound from the computer. So we can easily use these ones if you only want to listen alone. For example, what we are doing, if you don't want your family members to hear what you're learning, just use your earphones or the headsets. If you want your relatives or your family members to also listen or attend to our class, you can easily connect a speaker or what we call the external speaker. Or remove the headsets and use the internal speaker of your PC or your phone. Hope you're seeing the pictures of the earphones and the headsets. In the middle, I'm seeing different individuals seated on individual computers using headphones and headsets. So this applies when you're seated in a crowded computer room, or when you're seated with other people and you want to listen to whatever you want alone. Other output devices. So here we are seeing that there are very many kinds of emerging output devices. Some are both input and output. Today we have both input and output devices. We have devices that can serve those purposes at the same time. This includes the fax or the face smiles machines. These fax machines can work as input and at the same time output devices. For example, when you send a fax mail, it is first scanned and displayed in soft copy, and then it is printed out in form of a text message. So that's why you say that a fax machine is an output device and at the same time an input device. The interactive whiteboard. The interactive whiteboard serves as input and at the same time as an output device. If I decide to use this interactive whiteboard, let me see if I have it here. Do I have it here? Interactive whiteboard. Yes. I can have my interactive board here where I can type words like output devices. Here I'm using this board to enter information or to feed information into the computer system. At the same time, this board is displaying whatever I'm typing, and you are also in position to see this very board. That's why we say that the interactive whiteboard is an output and at the same time input device. Because with input, we said these are devices that feed or enter information into the computer system, and then output conveys information to the users. Hope I'm together. Am I making some communication to you? Okay. We have the LED or the light emitting diodes, displays, multifunction peripherals, like where we have a 3-in-1 printer. It is a photocopier, a scanner, a printer, so it performs all the three. That's why we call it a multifunction machine. Okay, when we move to the details of each and every device, a fax machine is a device that transmits and receives typed or handwritten documents over a telephone line. So these ones use telephone lines. As I said, you can send a message. After sending a message to the intended user, this user will receive this information. After receiving it, this machine will scan. After scanning, it will display and at the same time print out what is scanned. So this is a fax machine. So a standalone fax machine scans the original document, converts the image into the digitized data, and transmits the digitized image. Digitized means that you can easily edit whatever is scanned, and then it can be sent in that very form. Here we are seeing that a fax machine at the receiving end reads the incoming data, converts the digitized data into an image, and prints or stores a copy of the original image. Okay, this is how a fax machine looks like. So fax capability also can be added to a computer using an external fax modem. So its capability can be amplified using an external fax modem. As you're seeing, this is the external fax modem. Okay. The interactive whiteboard is a touch-sensitive device resembling a dry erasable board that displays the image on a connected computer screen. So we can easily connect that interactive whiteboard on our computer. So the presenter can use the bare hands or a special tablet or remote control to interact with the device. So notes written on the interactive board can be saved directly on the computer, like what I demonstrated previously. So interactive whiteboards are used frequently in classrooms as the teaching material. So this is the image of an interactive board. Here you're seeing a teacher demonstrating to the learners, and at this side you have learners looking or doing demonstration on a white interactive board. Okay. So 3 basic technologies exist for displaying computer images on an interactive whiteboard. We have the front projection. A separate projector displays an image from the computer screen on the interactive whiteboard. We have rear projection. So a projector built into the back of the interactive whiteboard displays an image from the computer screen. on the whiteboard, and an interactive whiteboard fits over an LCD screen or the plasma screen. Hope you remember the plasma screen and then the LCD screens. The machine tool is a machine for shaping metal or other rigid materials, usually by cutting, grinding, burring, or shearing. So it is a machine tool used for shaping metals or other hard materials, usually by cutting, grinding, and so on. So through computer-aided manufacturing, computers are used to control the output machine tools and the related machinery in the manufacturing of work pieces. So in the manufacturing industries, we've seen that a machine tool is used for shaping the metals and other hard materials. Hope you're seeing how it works. So this is an image of the machine tool and what it does. Now, when it comes to a multifunction peripheral, abbreviated as MFP, is a device that performs a variety of functions that would otherwise be carried out by separate peripheral devices. As a rule, a multifunction peripheral includes at least two of the following: the printer, the scanner, a photocopier, and a fax machine. You find that you have only one machine performing all these activities. Instead of having separate peripherals or separate external devices connected on your computer, you have one computer that can perform very other activities. That's why we are seeing that as a rule, a multifunction peripheral at least includes two of the following. It may include a printer and a scanner. It can be both a printer at the same time, a scanner. It can be a printer having a printer and at the same time it is a photocopier. And you may find that at a certain time, someone is having one device, having all these functions. It can print, it can scan, it can photocopy, and it can act as a fax machine. That's why it is called a multifunction peripheral. And it is always connected on the computer as an output device. So these ones can serve as both output and input devices. Here you're seeing this image of the photocopier. It can scan, photocopy, and print. See? So this one is a 3-in-1 photocopier. Advantages of these ones, of the multifunction peripherals: it takes up less office space. It is significantly less expensive than if you purchased each other device separately. So if you buy these devices separately, you find that they are very expensive. But if you buy the 3-in-1, you have a photocopier that can print, scan, and then photocopy. That means you have reduced on the production costs. You have reduced on other costs of buying separate devices. So the major disadvantage of this machine is that it breaks down. If it breaks down, you lose all the functions. Any problem on this machine, you lose all these functions. So those are some of the output devices we have. And this marks the end of output hardware. This marks the end of output hardware. Thanks for being attentive. Yeah, for today we are ending our lesson. I don't know if you have some concerns or questions. I'll be on WhatsApp for an hour attending to all your concerns, but let us inform other members to always join.